Good morning. St. Matthew's Gospel tells us this: a bruised rod he will not break, and a smouldering wick he will not snuff out, till he has brought justice through to victory. Quite a familiar Bible reading, one that I can say honestly I didn't pay much attention to until I started my dementia ministry, and of course it then took on a whole new meaning. This year I find it quite hard to believe that I'm in year 4 now of Lifeline's Dementia Friendly Cafe. I'm 2 years into Lifeline's Dementia Friendly Choir. And since the reordering of our building, we have been back in church since about March. However, what we did come across was one little challenge, that people at Elliott Gardens could not, or some of them could not make the journey from Elliott Gardens down to church. So a decision was made to alternate the cafes, one in Elliott Gardens and one in St James's Church. And it's very important that people living in the fog of dementia have some connection with Jesus. I don't know where they are on their journey with Jesus, whether we've just introduced him or whether they've had a long-standing journey with Jesus. But either way, the purpose of the cafe is, yes, we love a cup of coffee and a cake and the activities that we do, but we always finish with some kind of reflection and prayer. And that is to just make people aware that despite living with dementia, they are still very precious to God. The choir, of course, meets in church once a month, and this is now in its second year, and we've had a very busy Christmas as we are now getting quite well known within the borough, and the benefits of singing are very well documented for people living with dementia. So you don't have to be living with dementia to be in the choir. But the purpose of the choir is for those particularly with young onset. Thank you.
This year at Wellspring, it's been a great year. Right now we are Little Explorers Christmas Nativity, which is a plant from Wellspring. Izzy, do you like Wellspring?
Yes.
What's the best thing about Wellspring?
Drink stuff that's having fun.
Fantastic. And so it's really exciting that we've planted Little Explorers from people from Wellspring, and that's connecting more into our community. We've seen numbers grow between 50 to most of 70, and obviously earlier in the year we were joined by the Archbishop of York, which was fantastic. And it's great seeing people exploring faith, growing community, and we are looking forward to the new phase. And Lucy Hay will be taking on the local missional leadership role of Wellspring. We're excited about everything that is happening. Have a great day celebrating as I hope. Take care, God bless.
One of the new worshipping communities that we've seen this year back in our new building is, of course, Tom's Pantry. If you don't know what Tom's Pantry is all about, it's a food outlet. We're working in conjunction with Verklempt and with the Real Junk Food Project, Church Wigan. And the idea is that anybody can join, and we are stopping good food going to landfill. But we do have in the pantry a big Bible verse that says, "Do not neglect to show hospitality to the stranger, because in doing so you may be entertaining angels." I had a vision for the pantry, that it was to be a pantry that was so much more than a pantry. And I was told by God to pray, lift the pantry up as if it was in my basket of the 5 loaves and 2 fish, and just ask Jesus to bless the work that we were doing and to come along and do a lot with our little. And I can say now that that is actually what's happening at Tom's Pantry. We have nearly 100 members, and some of those members are wanting to volunteer. They want to belong because they can see the centre open and the work that we're doing. They do want to come and belong to it. So as well as coming in to shop, we hope that in some small way that people encounter a living faith, they encounter Jesus.
Bravo Bites is what I think is a really good way of people that we've had through the year of doing alpha courses. What I decided to do in the alpha course is the groups that we got into, instead of just peeling off and then getting back together at alpha course, we decided to keep the group going, doing the same things. It's been really fun. We just decided to get together and then just do more things that we used to do at Alpha, but just as a group and as a whole. I've always enjoyed doing it, and the activities that we do have been so much, not just fun, but have been educational as well. Bravo Bites is a great way of making friends from different churches, because several of them have come from a different church entirely, and we've all give our views. But what we did at Alpha, we watched the video, and then we did some activities about what we thought. But at Alpha, at the Bravo Bites, is different slightly. We actually talk about a Bible reading, and then the study from there, and always give our feelings of how wonderful it is and how it works. I mean, I've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed nearly everything that we used to do at Alpha. Sometimes I miss the video, but at times I've felt a bit more free that the video hasn't been shown, but it's a lot more that we talk about that is everyone's view. Used to do a video of how people viewed it. Sometimes it was so funny, upsetting, but mainly everyone who talked about it, especially when they went on the streets for the Alpha course, they didn't really know how to answer. But I always looked at the positive, and I actually enjoyed it. I didn't think that I would enjoy as much as I thought I would. But the Alpha course and Bravo Bites is relatively the same thing. The only difference is a video and a reading. And it's just the group that we used to have from different churches has been pretty interesting, and I've enjoyed it a lot, and hopefully it'll keep going for many years to come, and I will always go to it and enjoy it.
Hi, my name's Tony and this is Louise. We forgot to do our video, so we're doing it this way. Little Explorers started off as an idea by a group of us who just wanted to provide something for young families during the week that was accessible to all, that was cheap and was a drop-in, didn't require too much commitment, and was just a nice, safe and an easy place to have some fun. It developed when Louise went to Cultivate. She did that training and decided that actually it needed more of a faith focus. So Little Explorers then, the idea became to offer a step up from toddler group. So yeah, a next step for parents from just coming along to a group to coming along to something that explores faith in the Bible. I then caught that vision and we started working on it together, And what we have developed is a messy play group that works through the Bible. So we started in September with creation. We worked through the Old Testament until we got to Christmas. After Christmas we are doing the life of Jesus until we get to Easter, and then we are going to cover some highlights from Acts to Revelation after that. The kids get a little passport, they get a sticker in their book every time they've done a story, and it's really good fun. We're really enjoying it, aren't we? Yeah, yes we are.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm part of the team that launched Lighthouse this year. During term time, we run in St James's Primary School, and we operate in partnership with them. They are part of the team. And in the summer holidays, in the school holidays, we meet here in St James Centre, where we have food, we have hot food, and we just have a space where families can come and be together and relax and play. During term time, we meet, we chat, we eat, we pray, and we learn, and it's great. And it's really building a sense of community. Community is growing among the people who are coming. It's been a really exciting first year. We've come a long way from when we were Wayfinders. Wayfinders we put to bed, and we relaunched as Lighthouse. And it has been brilliant, and we are really looking forward to next year, to growing, to seeing where God is going to take us.